by Monkey by Cube. And with that big front line being put up here, AC, it is the Lulu that comes into the support role to actually round out this composition. So saying said Hacker walking over a ward through the mid lane to know that he's looking for this dragon. There are 4 people here from WE looking.
Oh, you're in trouble now, Hacker. You just walk straight into that one, but the spring display of talent only catches 1 player. First blood drops in the favor of About Dragon for Team Chorus. The ball is right on the smoke screen, but they're splitting their attentions. Monkey straight for Wink. Wink goes back in with the grand entrance. Hacker right around the corner as well. Perfect execution onto the jungler. If they get the smite, this is good for Team WE, but the display of talent isn't going to get him anything done. Wink falls. Hacker goes in next, but they're able to survive. Smite is still available from FRK. Will Team WE engage on the dragon?
A very interesting fight down on this bot side. Karis distracted the mid laner of Crying and actually made it so that he couldn't contribute, essentially making it so it was easy for the support to fall. And that was a really dicey situation that Karis found himself in. Manages to go in, sort of bait out Crying, make sure he doesn't contribute to the fight, and then it will end up in securing the dragon as well. For all of the fighting and all of the action here, AC, we've only found 2 kills thus far. WE that are coming out on top.
Key on the assist, Cube flashing out as well, but Crying, he's got nothing for the next fight.
I mean, in fairness, the fact that Crying survived there is a pretty big win. Might not this one, though.
Oh, what are we doing here as Wing might be in trouble? Monkey's trying to sustain through. Decimating Smash doesn't land, and now 3 players are coming down to try to take down Cube, but he is looking massive at 1/3 of HP. It takes 3 players to get him down, but Hacker finally manages to chomp down his HP bar with a display of
I will say, relative to the pace of this game, is not a strong Yunara just yet. Probably wants that Infinity Edge to be finished before he will be. And it looks like SML's waiting for that second.
Quickness goes straight for the back line. They find About. About might be in trouble, but the wild growth does keep him alive for the time being. Hacker's trying to chase away, but the flash equalizer is great. About is in trouble. Nowhere to go but back to base, and Yao Yao is going to be cuddling with him on the pit.
And that's 2 for nothing off the back of a flash equalizer. One of the lesser seen flash combos. Even still, we find ourselves back out of this where the feat of warfare has been secured by FRK. We're still waiting on those feat of objectives. It's 2-2 right now as first brick goes towards WE. So we are waiting very patiently to see who can take this dragon. It has now spawned 18, 19 minutes into the game, AC, with only a 1k gold disparity. This game's still very much up for grabs.
It is, but at the same time, there's so much gold that we're not accounting for, and I can't take my eyes out of SMLZ.
You can see Yao Yao is a level up over Wink, which is where that's come from. Wink has been sacrificing, has been moving Fairness.
Oh, Fairness might be in trouble. Yeah, that's going to be a rumble down for the count. That's probably going to be Team WE securing the feats of strength here with the last dragon. I don't feel like FRK have any way to go into unless Cube decides to unstoppable onslaught straight into the backline without anyone from Team WE being able to back up. Dragon finally falls for Team WE, but the call is just do not engage, Cube. Stop it. Bad Cube.
Got Ambessa, Sion, and Akali. They need to find access to this Smolder. If they can't do that, their composition will not work. As you can see, About actually doing some really good damage early on.
Ooh, that polymorph was big. Wink was ready to jump on About, but he couldn't quite find it. But I do want to bring your attention over to Hacker. His second item was straight into a Serpent's Fang. Oh, public execution does not land. Hacker flashes away from the unstoppable onslaught, but the tower goes down for Team WE. 4-man stack in the bot lane. Crying, solo taking tier 1 top, and it does seem good. A good status quo here for FRK. Will SMLZ be caught off alone here? Karis doesn't quite find the courage to jump over the wall and try to take down the baby dragon as Otacon is started by Monkey.
Crying level 15, nearly level 16 so early on into the game is very scary to look at, but you can see SMLZ may be caught.
Oh,
he's just dead.
SMLZ is definitely caught. Mom was called, but it's not enough. And now Hacker's trying to steal away the Otacon, 2k HP. Wink flashes back to try to get someone, but it's Crying that steals it, and he gets a kill on Monkey as well. Everybody's debuffed. Crying falls for the sins of his team, but ultimately secures the Otacon for FRK. Anything else here is a bonus. Cube goes by.
And you can see that About doing such a good job on this Yunara. You know, that power of the Enchanter really helping him out.
Oh, that's
making
Soul.
sure that he can stay safe. And as you quite rightly allude to here, AC, where are FRK? The Soul has spawned and they're trying to clear out a top side. Successfully so, granted, but it's come at quite the price.
Yeah, it's an Infernal Soul. It's something that would definitely benefit FRK here if they wanted to progress throughout game number 1. Oh, what a perfect public execution coming through from Team WE. SMLZ is down, and the massive threat of the baby dragon being stacked is taken out, meaning that WE just absolutely take over the map here.
Yeah, and bot side, Karis 1v1's Fierceness under the turret. Manages to take him down. That was a little bit ago, it looks like, because he's now already back up and spawned. Must have been whilst we were in the replay after the Atacon. And that's what's led to them being able to walk into the mid lane quite with the support of his team. And you can argue, well, should he be there alone or should his team be there to support him? The point is that he's missing out on time there.
But he's got no peel. The composition from FRK is built around having engages, having damage. Hacker might be in trouble as the supreme display of talent has been used, but Cube's the one that takes the kill. Winks between a rock and a hard place, and right over the wall you have Karis throwing down shurikens, throwing down the kunais, and taking everybody home with them. About his 5-1-1, and this is as good as you wanted Team WE to be on at this point in time, because Baron hasn't looked so free in ages, and look at Karis baiting everything out of FRK. Mom is used, Equalizer is used, and Karis just flashes away with health bar.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Karis goes back in there when the overheat's active, but no, he thinks better of it. He's got 16 stacks on a Medjai's that he's got to try to protect. The stasis there working and paying dividends. A very...
just have nothing to stop it. Absolutely nothing.
It's probably good to try and poke out a carry who you can maybe catch a little bit off guard when they expect you to be a little bit shorter range than you actually are, but that's not really going to be the case looking at the way that these teams have been positioned. WE are always with Cube in front, and this has been the WE mantra for a while, is that they put Cube up front, sacrifice his own individual situation for the good of whatever it is the rest of their map is doing, be it Monkey on the Ambessa this time, or be it About on this Yunara. 5-1-1, we talked about the fact...
One good fight, one good pick is all they need.
Well, I'll turn your attention to the top right-hand side of your screens, people at home. There is an Elder Drake spawning in 2 minutes, and whilst that may seem a little bit further away, I think it's the most likely instance, although About...
Jeez Louise, even About is frontlining at this point in time. It don't matter if FMLZ has RFC or not. He's just going to eat it like a champ. And look at About, he's still alive. Hacker tries to go in, he doesn't find the kill on About. What a flop there from FRK, and the dive happens as Monkey goes in for the public execution, leaving nobody left but Fearless under the 2 towers of the Nexus. It's open mid here for Team WE as they're looking to close the game.
Open season as well. WE take game number 1. It's once again an L for our stream teams. And WE return to their winning ways to begin their venture in Demacia Cup.
And what a way to begin. I mean, Team WE, it felt like they kind of floundered through the earlier stages of the game, but they